Before she came to Tucson, this is what Rosanna Salonia imagined the Arizona desert looked like. Desolate, stark, no life. Instead, the young Italian photographer found something else.
In this wide empty space, but really by looking closely, it's not empty at all, and it's just absolutely rich, rich with everything that we couldn't even imagine, over there.
And her love of the desert is captured by her unique photographic style.
I'm very much not a high-tech photographer. I just use the simplest and easiest tool I can find. The Holga is a camera that is considered a toy camera. It's medium format though, which is a nice mix because you have the professional quality, meaning the film is big and it's a wonderful square format, which I really fell in love with. I started photographing with a kind of a naive eye, but also a keen eye on the beauty of details out there in nature. That progressed into something a little more aware. It came with, of course, studying at the university, being exposed to different artists, different art history, currents, etc., and the Native American studies, which I took. So basically, I started being aware of my own impact on the environment as a photographer, and what a paradox that is, being a fine art photographer who loves nature and loves the environment and beautiful things, but uses such a toxic method to express it.
Salonia approaches photography in an unconventional manner.
In a world where fine art photography is usually viewed as a precious in a matte and behind glass, in a frame, I like to push those boundaries a little bit. That is why I hang my work the way I hang it, with pins, straight to the wall. That's why I try to give it some solidity by putting wax on it, dipping it into wax or brushing wax onto it, or shellacs or varnishes, because I'm trying to make it into an object. And I did that before with the resin pieces by making them into objects that you can actually hold in the palm of your hand and turn around and read into.
Her works are all one of a kind.
I print the image large to about a 30 by 30 size, and then they kind of sit there until I get inspired to work more on them. That's the second step, which is the toning and bleaching step. And then they sit there until I get to the third step, which is the final step of manipulation, which is handwork on the print, scratching with sandpaper or wool, steel wool, sometimes etching text into the print in certain areas that has to do with my artistic philosophy or my philosophy in life or things like that. But I also enjoy if somebody comes and tells me, this reminds me of a trip I took in 1955, to Hawaii, and it makes me so happy. I might not be as good a communicator verbally, but I believe my images are a strong communication medium. I just trusted that somewhere in the world somebody is able to connect to them.